The apologist must bring every idea and thought to captive to the Word of God. 2 Corinthians 10:4. 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. The apologist must seek to get the unbeliever to surrender his or her presuppositions to the presuppositions of God. 2 Corinthians chapter 10:5. Casting down imagination and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. So that's basically two things we've looked at: the nature of the apologetic situation, the requirements of the apologist. And I just want to interject here. I do think that a lot of Christian apologists are doing their apologetics. It's not based on the Bible, and I think that the strength of the presuppositional approach is they are trying to base it and root it in the Word of God, and I think that is absolutely wonderful. What is the prophetic, the apologetic task? Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of the word? Have not God made foolish the wisdom of the world? The apologetic task is to show that the opponent's view is foolishness compared to God's wisdom. We need to turn to Proverbs 26 verse 4. And we read these words: Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest also you be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. So we're to show the foolishness of the unbeliever's position and answer him according to his own foolishness. Proverbs 26, 4 and 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Knowing that the opponent or the unbeliever is trying to suppress the truth, what we have to do is educate the unbeliever as to the true methodology and the true way of looking at things. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 23. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 23 and 25. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do not gender strife, knowing that they do gender strife. And the So therefore we must educate the unbeliever in a few basic information. Number one, that God is the sovereign determiner of possibility and impossibility. Acts 26 verse 8. Acts 26 verse 8. Why should it be thought that the thing incredible with you, that God should raise the dead? Facts means that we should also look at the lordship of Christ, that every fact, everything should be submitted to his lordship. Acts 26. Death, I gave my voice against them, and I published them. I published them often in every synagogue, and compelled them to blaspheme, and being exceedingly mad against them, I persecuted them even unto strange cities. Wherein I, as I went to Damascus with authority and commission from the chief priests, at midday, O king, I saw the way a light from heaven above the brightness of the sun, shining round about me and them which journeyed with me. Paul talks about how he submitted to Christ in verse 27. King Agrippa, believest thou the prophets? I know that thou believest. Paul had submitted his mind to Christ and saw others to submit to Christ. And so, in Acts chapter 26, 19-20, we see that the unbeliever has to have a Copernican revolution of his mind or her mind concerning her presuppositions. Scriptural authority is what helps us to understand history and interpret it. Acts 26, 22, 23. The unbeliever's presupposition should be forcibly attacked